gonna go out on a limb and make a bold statement. Jace the Mind Sculptor is better than River Wise Augur. I'm gonna go on record with that one. Jace the Mind Sculptor better than River Wise Augur. I'm gonna stake my magic chops on that one. All right, so what are you doing here? This is just like Urborg, Petal, cast Chalice for one. Sounds like it. I don't like to make bold claims, but that's when I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable putting out there for the Magic world to quote me on. I think BBE will go into decks that are worse than Jace the Mind Sculptor decks. That's what Bloodbraid Elf is gonna do. Second hot take. Bloodbraid Elf goes into decks that are worse than Jace the Mind Sculptor decks. I know this is terrifying for people to hear, but Turbo Depths on their side of the table. Wonder if I was supposed to cycle Chalice or cycle this Fetid Pools on too. It's unfortunate. Hopefully just rip a stage. That's unfortunate.
Buddy, what is the problem? He's setting up this nice thing for you.
I believe we are dead. Looks like we have died. Alright. Kinda. I mean, like, Jace and Bloodbraid Elf. One of these things is much better than the other. One of these things is much better than. I'm not going to tell you which. I'll leave that as an exercise for the reader at home. But in the world of Jace and Bloodbraid Elf, one of these things is great, and one of them is kind of mediocre.
Here, wait. Let's move it.
All right. SMF stands for Stoneforge Mystic. For those that are new to Legacy and you're unsure why I conceded there, my opponent's deck is playing one of the same combos we are, which is Vampire Hexmage plus Dark Depth, so they were going to make a 20-20 with flying and unblockable at the end of our turn. Submit here.
Wanna go get some blankets? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Want me to get them for you?
Yeah, I agree. Splinter Twin, Birthing Pod, all of these things that are just much easier to interact with. This hand is something. I'm gonna keep it. This hand needs some mana in it, but our deck has a lot of mana in it. And Chalice of the Void, while it wasn't good last game, it's okay against a lot of the cards in my opponent's deck. My opponent's deck has a lot of 1 mana discard, plus like crop rotations and stuff like that. Rip Modern, -3 Karn. Look, all I'm gonna say is, I didn't think it was possible, but they made Tron better in Modern. Because guess what? Turn 3 Karn, probably still better than turn 4 Jace. They made changes that made Tron better in Modern.
Over here.
Ooh, that's scary. That's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, just need a black source now. Hey, Alex127 with that 2-month subscription. Thanks a lot and welcome back. I do appreciate that. Welcome back. Yep. Burn is better now, that's true. Yeah, cascading into Chord of Calling sounds great. Oh, Twitch chat. Oh, Twitch chat. Well, I guess I need to dust off my Tron lands. Tron Dragon coming back with that 17-month resubscription. Thanks a lot. Welcome back. Yeah, I mean, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. I kinda pimped up Monk. All right, they went and got a Karakas for our depth. We're probably just gonna get beat down by this Dark Confidant over these next few turns. BBE and Decord up your Giant Arbor. Bong! With the 2-month 3 subscription. Thanks a lot and welcome back. I do appreciate it.
What?
Hey, here's another one. Conze, thanks for the great moments that you make us watch. Welcome back. 2 months. Thanks for re-upping. I think we're pretty dead at this point. And just hasn't really padded out. No, I am not going to Indianapolis. Zero desire to go to... Hey, what's up?
Can I give him this?
Yeah, I guess. Alright, take 2. Get some better beats. They made a thought not to hear with Cascade. The ban's go into effect next Monday, which is why I'm no longer going to Indianapolis. No desire to go there and play a dead format. Cord for 4, get a 3-2 haster. Yeah, right. Well, we're really good at having turn 1 Chalice so far today. Foil Jace up to 500, good lord. Lordy, lordy. Lordy, lordy. So many dollars. Yeah. E6 Swamp Death Rate, okay. I mean, I don't think Modern's gonna suck. It's just gonna be like I don't feel like that this change. I guess this change, it helps the blue decks, right? It helps the blue decks at the cost of a bunch of other decks, though. Did your mother zip you up and now you need to escape? Okay, over here. There you go. All right. All right, I'm gonna time you out, Venom. You gotta think about what you said, and when you come back, use your words to explain yourself. I think Bloodbraid Elf is the bigger deal than Jace. Well, I think Bloodbraid Elf is on average probably worse than Collected Company in a lot of decks. And I think Jace generates an insurmountable amount of value for a lot of decks. You know what makes it really hard to draw your Dreadboard or your Pulse? Your opponent looking at the top card of your deck every turn and going, no, you can't draw that one. No, you can't draw that one. No, you can't draw that one. That makes it really hard. I think it's kind of obnoxious that they would unban Jace the Mind Sculptor while leaving cards that are probably less powerful like Splinter Twin and Stoneforge Mystic banned in Modern. That's my quick minute on it. I'm gonna go ahead and transmute this Tolaria West for our Dark Depths here. Grab that one there, get to make it 2020 next turn. Well, I mean, like, to be fair, if you enjoyed the GP Toronto finals, like, Bogles and Burn are both decks that are still going to be very reasonable, right? Because they're like linear, fast, aggressive decks. Jace the Mind Sculptor doesn't impact the decks that are really good in Modern. The Jace the Mind Sculptor change impacts a lot of the decks that were like kind of struggling in Modern. It's going to make decks like Green-White Value Town and Kiki Chord and Green-Black Midrange and just like all of the decks I've been trying to... You know what my favorite way to ban people is? Is when they say, please don't ban me. My favorite way to ban people, please don't ban me. If you think you need to prefix your statement with the words, please don't ban me, you probably just shouldn't hit the send button. Or you should send me money before you send it. It's one of the two. I'm gonna wait on pulling the trigger on this Dark Depths here. So the reason why I'm waiting to pull the trigger on this Dark Depths is because opponent could have Liliana of the Vale or Jace the Mind Sculptor in their deck right now. Whereas waiting only fails to play around Wasteland. There you go. That's actually going to be the first Jace deck we try, is Liliana of the Vale and Jace. And I'm going to put some Birds of Paradise in there for good measure. That's what we do. That's what we do. Okay, there. Mr. DeCandy, what's going on, bud? Why does Storm want 4 Jaces? I'm gonna keep the one that makes me 2020. Do you have a Diabolic Edict in your main deck, like some kind of savage? God, they have a Diabolic Edict in their main deck. If I would have played this out, it would have been counter unless they pay... It would have only been unless they pay 2, right? Yeah, because I have the Chalice of the Void. Yeah, smells like we're dead. Being quickly reminded why I stopped spending my own money to play this deck. Now, the green-white value deck will go from more garbage, for being mostly garbage, to being completely garbage in the face of Jace the Mind Sculptor. Also, like, the Jund style decks will be able to just, like, Blood Braid into Culligan's Command now and just, like, keep up with what they're doing. To be honest, a lot of decks probably won't play the full 4 Jace. They'll just play some number of them. Don't even know what we're doing here. I think I'm just clicking submit. I don't think they really want Engineered Explosives or Walking Ballista in this matchup. How's everyone doing today on this Monday of Mondays? Will you give initial feedback on Jason Mod? I mean, but to the TLDR, and we should just have add a command for this, one of the mods. Jace in Modern on the surface does the same thing that Tron does to the format. It punishes interactive mid-range decks, and it rewards playing linear, aggressive decks and combo decks. That's what Jace does. It makes blue control marginally better at the cost of punishing all of the other non-Jace mid-range decks in the format. Jace's card for blue decks. Jace is a good sideboard for combo. That's true. Sneak and Show and Legacy has boarded in Jace the Mind Sculptor more than once over the years. Definitely the case. I want to traverse for BBE and then BBE into traverse. There's someone cooking with gas. I like that one. Oh, this is 100% about selling M25 packs. If you think this unban was about anything other than selling booster packs, like, let me tell you that completely agree that it's about selling booster packs. It's okay. Like, not exciting, but it's fine. It's gonna go Flusterstorm, a discard spell, hopefully, into a Cunning Wish, and then work our way up to the Ad Nauseam. Alright, sorry about that. Gonna Flusterstorm their setup here, just use my mana for the turn. I like countering cantrips more than most. You think this will become, I mean, was there a problem with the format before the unban? Like, was there some kind of secret problem in Modern that I was unaware of? I was under the impression that the current Modern format was one of the most popular competitive constructed formats Wizards of the Coast had ever created. But maybe I was missing something. I don't know. I don't know. We need a JC boat. Card feels alone. Oh, that's sad. That's fine. I didn't want my spells anyways. That's so many 4-drops. Also, I want to set people straight here for a second. Okay. Accelerating into Jace the Mind Sculptor with mana creatures sounds fine. Don't accelerate into Bloodbraid Elf with mana creatures, because that means there's mana creatures in your deck that you have to cascade into, and it's not a good scene. I was missing all the data they won't give me. Ain't that the truth? I was expecting unbans to happen, but I didn't think they would unban Jace. Like, Bloodbraid Elf's a pretty safe unban, right? No, regular Jund is probably garbage tier. It's gonna be pretty terrible against the Jace decks, and there's gonna probably be more Tron to combat people trying to play cards like Bloodbraid Elf. How did I feel about the insane data? What part of the data announcement was insane? How do we feel about splashing Jace? Well, that would finally get a playable card in Mono Green Devotion, right? Greastus! Guess it's that time of the month again. The 10-month resubscription. Thanks for re-upping. Sending your Amazon fun money this way again this month. Can I cascade into 1-mana 12/12s? There's the real question right there. Can we cascade into Death Shadows? In all honesty, the Jace unban is probably going to go largely unnoticed and not be that impactful. Like I said, it only punishes decks that are already bad in Modern. So, like, you know, it's not really... him alone isn't going to push anything out of the format. Like, the things Jace pushes out of the format are the things that were already stifled out of the format by cards like Karn and Tron and stuff like that. Oath of Nissa and JTMS now auto-included all green decks. Ain't that the truth? I do know the first Jace deck we're playing on Wednesday is going to start with 4 Birds of Paradise, 4 Liliana, 4 Jace the Mind Sculptor, though. I do know that to be true. How much better is Blue Moon? The unban is effective on Magic Online come Wednesday. Okay, Cunning Wish is a good draw. If they don't have a counterspell or a discard spell, now we get to kill them next turn with the Storm Plan. So, like, the question you want to ask yourself is, again, like, just because they unbanned a card doesn't really change the premise. You want to, like, ask yourself, like, what problem do these decks have? And, like, is this card working to solve those problems? Alright, well, if they don't have Force of Will, they're dead here. This pause makes me think they have a Force of Will, which is sad. Maybe we can rip a Flusterstorm like a professional here. Am I supposed to play around a Daze here? I feel like I'm not, but I just want to preserve my health total. Maybe I'm supposed to leave up this other Ancient Tube so I could jam Chalice here. Feels like they have Force though, yeah. The pause on the Cunning Wish in my end of turn felt like it was a Force of Will pause. Yep. Now we're hoping on a Dark Depths or Academy for Dark Depths. Yeah, I was planning to go to the Open in Indianapolis this weekend, but I just canceled those plans when they posted the announcement this morning. I wasn't 100% sure on what deck I was going to play anyways, and I was going to spend this week testing on Magic Online, and then they got rid of that. So I have no desire to play a format that's never going to exist again after this weekend. If I had a deck I already liked playing, maybe I would go, but like, I wasn't 100% set on the deck list I was going to be playing yet anyways. I should have played the Chalice of the Void there. Jacob, buddy. Yeah, it'd be sweet if SG was like, yeah, let's just sanction it as casual. Oh, this league. Oh, this deck is not good. There was a little while where I thought this deck might be good, but we were just kind of running hotter than the sun. We were just kind of running hotter than the sun. That's a deck we played a bunch on the stream, and it's not particularly good. They could rebat those cards. What else do we have in the donation queue? This league's probably going to be quick. What is the steaming pile of garbage? It's a deck called Ad Nauseam. It was originally a donation deck list that I took and then started changing and tuning a lot, but it's just like, as you can see these games when like they don't care about your Chalice to the Void, or if they have a clean answer to your, or if they have a clean answer to your Merit Lead, just kind of cold in the water. In fact, it was a sweet deck. Hollow Ones ever, yeah, I mean, the deck like Red Black Hollow One is a perfect example of a deck just like is already good in Modern that just doesn't care about Jace. Again, the Jace change hurts the decks that are already bad in Modern, is by and large what it does. I feel like in the spirit of making people miserable, like we all will be here, maybe we'll play this Pox deck I have in the donation queue after this. That sounds like something that'll make people miserable. The Storm play Jace in the sideboard. Yeah, probably. Non-zero. Yeah, that's true. Leon and Arbiter decks will be worse than they've ever been. Yeah, that's exactly true, Bob Ross. Yes, Wednesday is when the changes take effect on Magic Online. What's going on, Scarfed? I don't have one more Lantern League. We're all done with that garbage. Never again. Thankfully, every blue deck we play in Modern from here on out, starting on Wednesday, will effectively be like a mini Lantern deck. Basic Island Delver of Secrets. Interesting. I'm probably just supposed to shoot this, right? Slash Panther is now Modern playable. That's the hottest of takes. Did I play around Daze? That tank made me feel like they have a Daze, so... Yes. Are you going to do all the Modern lists in the donation queue? I mean, eventually all of the lists in the donation queue get played. At some point. There are only so many hours they have in the day though, so I don't have metrics on when we're gonna play through them. I'm not going to send all of that stuff back just because they changed the format. Blue-red Delver. So are there any decks now playable that were formerly crap? I don't really know what you mean. Let's like all this Fetid Pools. Hit a Chalice of the Void or something. Yeah, I already tweeted about the MTGO data too. The MTGO data change is better than what we previously had, but still not good. The MTGO data change is really frustrating because if you look at their logic for explaining their changes, Wizards of the Coast constantly blames information for their formats being bad as opposed to owning up to their own mistakes and being like, well, maybe our standard format's bad because our designers designed a bad format. It's like, well, you know, can you update the list to the new format? No, I'm not updating everyone's deck lists individually. If people that sent me money whose deck lists I still haven't played yet want to make changes to their deck list, they are welcome to do that, but I'm not going to be individually updating every deck list in the donation queue. There's just too many of them, it's just not enough hours in the day. We're probably pretty dead here. Chalice is probably a little late. Probably gonna get Price of Progress out of this game at this point. Yeah, I'm not sure Lantern wants a bunch of 4-mana spells in their deck, right? That doesn't sound like something that's very likely for them to be in the market for. So worst card people are going to BB into Mana Leak? That's a good question. Yeah, Tezzeret's probably better than Jason Lantern. I agree with that assessment. So Price of Progress deals 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 when you go to 1 here. So I believe this is a Price of Progress. We are dead. Price plus 1 mana blue cantrip kills us because of the prowess triggers. Jacob, what do you need, buddy? What you need, bud? You want me to close this? Okay, I'm closing it. This was, yeah, I just... Land Nauseum is a dead, sad meme. A sad, dead meme. It's just... Let's drop this league and play something happier. BBE into Stormcrow. Let's wipe this one out.